Hey folks, Dutchie here at Vantage Trailers, Lethbridge, Alberta at our new facility here. Right now we're going to showcase our Horizon EHZ and the ETZ. So the H is just basically the trailer, the ETZ is going to be the tilt deck. Now they're all a gravity tilt once we get into these, but why don't we just take a walk through. So this very first one we're going to see, this is going to be the EH. We've got one tilt in the center, and then we've got another H on the far side. Now this one here, we've basically got the full clean out ramps here at the very back, and then these just flip down into place. And back up to here, we're done. They just pin into place. Then you can still use this as a complete flat deck. Now these come in two series. So what we can do with these is that we can get the ones that have the drive over fenders, which is going to be the blue one over here. And I'll show you that in a few minutes. And then we've got these other ones here that have the bolt off fenders. So with these, what we can do is if you did need to have these fenders off for one reason or another, we can just unbolt them. These are going to be a 12 gauge fender on these. And then those are going to be the full drive over fenders on the blue one that are going to be good for 7,000 pounds. This is going to have an 8-inch frame on these ones here, 13 pounds per foot of steel. Lots of tie hooks on these as well. Got a place here to put a winch if we wanted to. Lockable toolbox up at the front. 10,000 pound jack, welded on spare tire carrier here. And then of course we've got the full rub rail with the stake pocket, so you could put in stakes and put sides on here if you needed to be able to do that as well. And then we have the D-rings in the very center between the two fenders, and that's going to give you 83 inches between there as well. We can do the same trailer here with a deck over configuration where we're going to have the deck over top of the wheels, and that's going to give us a full 102 inches on the width for that. So that's also a really, really nice feature. These ones here, they open up, totally lockable. Nice gas struts on there to be able to hold it up into place, so you can put in your chains, binders, any straps or anything else that you might want to have. This is a fully adjustable coupler, so we can move that up and down. We can change this out into a pintle as well. So if you did want a pintle hitch on there instead of the 2 5/16 ball, that is something that we can do, no problem at all. Now let's just take a walk over to this next one here. This trailer I absolutely love, and this kind of showcases the colors that we can do as well. So I just brought up a few here just to kind of show. So we got the white, we've got the red, we can do black, we can do green. I got a blue one over here. Now this one here is going to be the gravity tilt. Now these guys do some really cool features on these as well. Again, we got the 8-inch frame on these. We have the rub rail. We can put in the stake pockets. We've got lots of D-ring ties in between and at the back on this one. We've got a box up here that we can throw in chains or anything else that we might want to put. And then we've got a place here to mount a winch as well. So we can mount a winch right in here. There's a bunch of bolt patterns. And then we can put in the double roller, bottom and the top. And then we've also got a roller right up on here as well, so that if you were winching something from the back here, you can come over the top and you're not worried about cutting your cable. This one here does have the removable fenders as well. It is an option to put on the drive over fenders, same as what we have over there. We do have the full pine on these. I can do these in a 7K axle, or I can do them in an 8K axle. This one is configured with a 7K axle, but we can go up to 8. I can go all the way from 18 feet to 24 feet on these, so whatever length that you'd like. And you're always going to be stationary at 16 feet for what your deck or what's going to tilt is going to be. Now, these ones here are the gravity tilt. So basically you drive on whatever it's going to be, and you're just going to come onto here, and then this is just going to come down by itself. Locks into place right in below. So we're going to have a valve that's going to have the flow for the air that's going to come, because that's how the gravity works. And then we've also got a locking feature, and we can lock that into place. Again, I'm going to point out here, so with this is locked into place here, and it is fully lockable. Then we've got the nice bar set up here, mount a winch. We can put the rollers in here. We've got tie hooks in the corners, and then tie hooks or D-rings all the way through, and then the full lockable box there. once we get up into here, so we're going to, again, all of the units we bring are going to have the weld-on spare tire carrier right there. We don't bring them in with the spare tire, but that's something we can hook you up with. That's not a problem. We've got the 8-inch frame on these as well. 10,000-pound jack, fully adjustable up and down on the coupler. Now, when we take a look at this trailer here, so this is going to be basically the same trailer, configured, constructed the same as what we are here. With these ones here, we can go up to the 24 feet of length. I can do a 7K axle. I can do an 8K axle on these. Got the full rub rail down. We can put the stake pockets in. We've got D-rings here, here, and at the very back. Now this one is configured a little different. So it's going to have the 2-foot dovetail. So we've got the little dovetail that runs here. It's going to be 2 feet. And then we have the ramps that slide in underneath. So the ramps are just going to slide right into here. And all we do is we just pull those out, set them into place. Here's one already set up. We can adjust them. We can move them across from one side to the other, depending on the width of what we're going to have. Now this is the full drive over fender. So the nice feature with this is it's basically 83 inches, but now it's going to give you 102 inches of deck, because you can drive right over the top here and have your wheels sitting here. So it makes it a very, very versatile unit. Again, with these, we're going to have a spot up here where we could mount a winch if you wanted to, or something else right here, up here at the very front. Big lockable box here at the front, great for putting anything that you might need to have. Going to have a 10K jack up here, fully adjustable on your coupler at the front. So this one's got the 2 5/16 bowl. But this is something that we can put a pintle hitch on there if we'd like to be able to do that. 8-inch frame again. Like, these are just such a robust trailer that you're just not going to be able to hurt them. They're going to just work really, really well for you. We're sure proud to have them here. And we sell a lot of these, and the people that buy them, you kind of feel like the Maytag repair guy, because you just don't really get an opportunity to talk to them unless we give them a call to see how things are going. Again, we're going to go to the pine deck on these ones. Lots of ties and lots of colors. So if you want to have something that's going to fit in for your company colors, we can definitely do that as well. Again, I'm Dutchie at Vantage Trailers here in Lethbridge, Alberta. We've got these at our LACOMBE location. We're going to have them at our BC location as well. Phone number here is 403-320-9889, or you can check us out online at vantagetrailers.ca, and that's going to showcase everything that we've got as well. And I really appreciate you watching our videos, and if we can ever do anything for you, give us a call. Have a wonderful day.